Hello Liberty friends, and welcome back to the channel for some very unwelcome news. I already had another video planned for you today, but this is what I woke up to first thing this morning, and it was so absolutely outlandish that I couldn't not drop a quick video for you guys. As I'm sure you can notice, this is not my usual background today, and that is because I am flying solo for this one. So we're recording outside where Liberty Toddler is turning my seedlings into some mud pies, but you know what? We all have to make sacrifices for Liberty sometimes. So sorry for the boring bricks. And on that note, thank you, Blackout Coffee, for supporting the channel and helping me along this morning in writing this video, getting out to y'all, and wrangling the toddler who is definitely digging up some of my backup tomatoes right now. We'll just try to make this as quick as possible. So I'm just going to give it to you straight. The governor of New Mexico, Michelle Lujan, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Grisham, decided she wanted to spice up her Friday night by begging for a lawsuit. And the best way that she could come up with was putting out an executive order to ban all open and concealed carry, even with a license, in Albuquerque and the surrounding county for 30 days or more. Excellent, great way to spend a Friday night. She got up on stage at a press conference with the DA, the Bernalillo County Sheriff, and the Albuquerque Police Chief, which is exactly why I say that when it comes to guns, law enforcement is usually not your friend, and announced the order as a way to combat the rising violence in the city. Because I am sure that all of those criminals shooting and robbing people have licenses. For what it's worth, the governor said that law enforcement would be enforcing the ban as civil violations, and both departments said that they wouldn't. But let me put an asterisk there, because the sheriff said that it would raise too many constitutional questions, but then told the press that he is ready and willing to cooperate with the governor to tackle gun violence, which kind of sounds like playing both sides of the fence. The police chief didn't really give a reason to not enforce it, though enforcing the order would apparently butt up against a recent settlement with the DOJ. So his reasoning is not exactly virtuous. The governor said that she knows there will be legal challenges, and you can bet your bottom dollar there will be, as this not only goes against the Constitution, but also Bruin and Heller, but that she had to, quote, do something, TM, after an increase in violence that left several children dead. And it's tragic, don't get me wrong. In the first incident, there was an 11-year-old boy who was caught in the crossfire of a road rage incident. In the second, a group of teenagers in stolen cars randomly just broke into a trailer park and shot at one of the trailers, killing a 5-year-old girl inside. In another incident, a 14-year-old boy stole his father's gun and then shot another teen. These incidents are the exact reason that she cited as need for this new executive order. I can't speak to the road rage incident, but in the incidents with the teenagers, I am sure that their gun license would have been up to date if they were old enough to have them. What's even wilder is she acknowledged that criminals won't follow the order, but is plowing full steam ahead anyway? Well, thank you, Governor, for at least admitting that you are wasting people's money. Oh no, that's Mama's coffee. I'm sorry, that's not for a baby. The governor says she doesn't expect criminals to follow the order, but she hopes that it is a resounding message to everyone else in the community to report gun crime. The point here is that if everyone did it and I wasn't legally challenged, you would have fewer risks on the street, and I could safely say to every New Mexican, particularly those folks living in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County, I believe that you're safer for the next 30 days. We have to wait and see, she said. Oh, okay, so she's signing the order to prove that if this were Fantasyland, it would work. That makes perfect sense. And now I have some mud pie on my skirt, but you know what? Hashtag mom life. According to the AP, the firearms suspension, classified as an emergency public health order, applies to open and concealed carry in most public places, from city sidewalks to urban recreational parks. The restriction is tied to a threshold for violent crime rates currently only met by the metropolitan Albuquerque area. Police and licensed security guards are exempt from the temporary ban. Any violation, though again the cops are allegedly not going to enforce it, would bring civil penalties and a $5,000 fine. Under the order, people can still transport their guns to certain designated places so long as it is in a locked container or has a trigger lock, which is a popular law in Massachusetts and should tell you something about where New Mexico is headed. The order also orders state regulators to do monthly inspections of FFLs to make sure they're following gun laws, which sounds like an excellent and redundant waste of tax dollars. Meanwhile, New Mexico has been piling on the gun control over the last couple of years, including red flag laws and universal background checks, and funny thing, the crime just keeps getting worse. All right, guys, well, that is it for this little video. Liberty Toddler is over there desperately trying to figure out how to use the spray nozzle on the hose, and she is pretty dang close, so we're gonna cut this one. You guys know all of the algorithm things to do. Again, I apologize for my boring bricks today, and if you want to see Liberty Toddler and me do some actual gardening and prepping, check out our new channel, Liberty Homestead, linked down in the description. As always, thanks for tuning in and ignoring my mud pie chic going on right here, and happy shooting.